Howdy folks, welcome back to another episode of Cuhlor TV. I'm still finishing up my game of Rocket League, so if you don't mind, I'm just gonna
narrate
to you the events. We're going up into the next 5 seconds. I'm shooting, I'm missing, and the ball has touched the fucking ground, and I lost yet another great game. This is horse shit. I am no longer a grand champion. Can you believe that? It shot me all the way down to Platinum 2. That's so weird. I downloaded some weird fuck's sake. I downloaded some weird porn, okay?
Was it on some...
And it gave me this thing called a virus. And I was like, what the heck is going on here? My computer was acting all sorts of wonky. And and my friends were like, not you guys. My friends were like, the other friends were like, yeah, the other 4 friends that I have. They were like, what? Didn't you know that it can be like that sometimes? When you download stuff on the internet, you can get stuff called viruses. And I was like, what? No, shucks. No way, no, Jose. I did not believe that one bit. No way. So they told me all sorts of tales about the internet and sorts of stuff about technology. I did that. Wow, I had so much to learn. I did not know. There was so much. It was amazing. One of those things being about viruses that you could download from pornography. What I was actually gonna say was that I downloaded a voice changer so I could do a proper fucking intro. And make me sound like a little bit robotic and stuff like that. It didn't end up working it out. I tested it with Renzo. It didn't fucking work out. Did you know that it's hard to find free voice changers? I've been talking long enough. Howdy folks, welcome back to another episode of Cuhlor TV. Today we're going to be talking about technology. How amazing it is, how bothersome it is, how many times it's pissed us off. The way the world might be changing. That's where we're at today. Today I'm holding my Galaxy S20... S20? Yeah, that looks like it. I think we've all seen the picture online where there's a guy standing with like 30 different items. A radio, a CD player. Yeah, I'm not gonna name off all these fucking items, but he is standing next to all these things. And all those things in the picture are can fit in our pocket today, inside of just this slim little device called what we call a cell phone now, which is absolutely insane. Technology is fucking incredible, and that's just one of the small miracles of the future. Don't even get me started about electric cars and how fucking stupid I think they are.
Actually?
Yeah, I don't like them.
Why?
Because of what it takes to, you know what? That's a whole different can of beans. Well, one of the things that I know that when California wants to go full electric by like what 36 or something like that, but they're already asking their citizens to not charge their cars as often because their power grid can't even handle the electricity that's coming from all of the people going electric. So they're like, people aren't even prepared for this. And then the people think it's more economically, what's the word? More not economically, ecologically safe. But the stuff it takes to make a battery, whatever the fuck is in a battery, nickel and fucking mercury and whatever the fuck is in a battery, the shit that it's, so we replace the stuff, we're trying to transfer from digging up gas to creating 2 different mines and doing that stuff, and just it's a whole, like, there's,
it's a double-edged sword with that situation.
Yeah, it's a whole double-edged sword. And then you cover it, you mask it by saying, hey, we have an electric car now, so now it's okay. So, but it's I don't know. I don't think it's okay. Plus, so many people who've gotten Teslas, specifically, not really electric cars, but Teslas, have had their cars just shit out on them. So they spend $70,000 on a car, and then they've had so many problems, and then it's expensive to repair. And even I'm looking at the GIF you sent, so I'm reminded by it. But Markiplier was one of them. He said to repair his car multiple times. I just watched the TikTok. Someone got really pissed off because they had to do repairs for their cars, and basically, actually, I think they had to they had to just get a brand new car because their Tesla shit out on them. There was that whole problem with the fucking people who live in cold weather can't even get into their Teslas, period, because of the way that they modeled the fucking door handle. Teslas are stupid. That's a whole different can of beans. That's not really technology. That's just design stupidity.
Well, I don't necessarily agree with a lot of that, but I would say though, with as much technology as they're putting into the vehicles, it is making it harder for like people to be able to like just fix up their car on their own and that kind of thing, you know, because they're requiring like mechanics to actually know those specific things to be able to fix them, because a lot of the stuff that goes wrong now, it like messes up with the whole like computer system inside the vehicle itself.
Well, no matter what car you have, I mean, even my car, mine's a 2016, but even mine's more technologically advanced in the computer area, because I have, I have Bluetooth, I have, I have I have like, the heated seats, I have all this other stuff that's just like that's not really has nothing to do with the computer, but I have all this stuff like I can. Did you say hold on?
Can you control your climate too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, so I can change all my stuff from the. Oh yeah. Thank you, Gabe. So yeah, because he's the same car as me, so he knows. So I can do all this stuff from my thing, and that like if like any of that goes wrong, but you can't. You can't. You really have to know that car.
Mm-hmm.
To be able to change that. I mean, I don't know if it's a wiring thing. I don't know if it's you would have to know if it was you'd probably have to have a reader to know if it's just a simple screen replacement or or what.
With the cars too, it's like I think we're on the shortage of like technology chips to actually make the cars run, aren't we?
Yeah, that's part of the reason. Well, that's part of the reason why. What is it? Graphics cards are so highly sought after and expensive right now, and that's why they're on the black market, basically, because they make so little, so few at a time, and then because it's hard to make and it's hard to produce the chips for them. So then when they come out, people are like, "Yeah, what?"
What is the black market, and how does one go about accessing it?
Tor.
It's really Tor. It's all it's the onion. You got it. It's the onion,
Google
bro.
it?
You got to get the onion.
Like Google black market and then a website www.
I'm sure you could.
Market pops up because it's not going to be obvious.
I'm totally sure you could.
But like, what would be there would be like a government-run black market.
Yeah, or one of those fun websites where you could be like, oh, stuff you didn't know you could buy online legally.
It's actually really funny because you have a pretty close friend of yours, Gabe, that can probably answer that question for you.
Okay, good to know. I'll have to reach out to him. Good old Dave.
It's definitely
Lil Dicky.
Yeah, I was because back in the day, I have I actually went on the I went on the Silk Road.
Oh yeah.
Back before it was taken down.
Back in 1766.
back in 1776, before the Dread Pirate Roberts got taken down. Which is another horseshit story. His sentencing is so unfair. Another story. Yeah, no, I actually went to because I got curious, and so I downloaded a VPN. I think I did NordVPN or whatever. It doesn't matter. I grabbed a different laptop, and it was like I need to see this for myself. And I actually went on Silk Road. I saw just all this sorts of stuff, fucking heroin, cocaine, lots and lots of weed. Oh my god, it was fucking crazy. So that's another thing. Yeah, crypto and online markets. That's another form of technology that's kind of that's kind of taken, not necessarily, I feel like it hasn't, maybe it's just because I'm not like going for it, but I feel like it was a huge thing for a while, but maybe now that things are like getting legalized a bit more, maybe it's not. I don't know, but maybe it's just because I'm not like looking out for it, but I'm not noticing it.
I would say it is still pretty big that even now like governments are getting in on it and making their own and trying to take over and whatnot.
Isn't there like a Silk Road 2? A less
I think there's a Silk Road 3.
Okay. I was like, I know, like, I remember reading it, like, they took the original one down, but the second one popped up, and so on and so forth.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean,
it was so damn cool.
Yeah, well, honestly, it was amazing to see. I'm glad I got to see it before it got taken down. Honestly, it was really cool. I've been talking long enough.
Yes, we only looked at it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, talking about things we hate, you growing up playing games and stuff, I would say I never really got bothered much by technology, but one thing I was a little bitch about was my connection. Like when we would play games, I would always complain every time I would start lagging, like when my sister would use the computer, you know, whatever, I had too many people in the house, and I would just, you know, bitch like a little kid whenever I'm just trying to, you know, play Call of Duty or something and get frustrated over that. No, my sister and I used to fight all the time. She used to do that stuff to piss me off.
Get off the computer! I'm trying to make a phone call.
but I was never as bad as Blue, because he would like throw his controllers and headphones and shit when he would
20 years later.
You were the epitome of a rage kid, Dylan.
Oh yeah, 100%. I broke my brother's like brand new Bluetooth Turtle Beaches when they first came out, and I was so scared, dude.
Hold up, Blue. Tell a story about how you got an iPhone.
No.
Okay.
You have an iPhone?
Shut up, Pink.
It did not last very long. That's the moral of that story. So now he has an Android. Woo!
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I had an iPhone, and then some argument between friends, not you guys. Just like
different colors.
Yeah, different colors. Different colors. Yeah, it just set me off, and I was fucking fuming, and I was just like, I'm fucking sick of this shit, and I just threw my phone on the floor as hard as I could, and yeah, I actually still have that iPhone too, because it has stuff that I want on it. Yeah, then I literally went to
his private dick pic.
He's like, they're tasteful. I don't want to lose them.
Damn right.
Of course they're tasteful. They're Dylan.
They're dilly, that's for sure.
They're dill. Yeah, it's his dilly bar. Sorry.
But and then like Blue and I, especially growing up, it was always weird because even if we lived at the time 1 block away, we always had the worst connection to each other. Mm-hmm. Like when we try to play games, when we play with everyone else.
Now.
Yeah, right. It still goes on this day, 10 years later, and it's like, what the fuck, dude.
Yeah, like when we tried to play Need for Speed that one time, yeah, we just could not fucking connect.
And it's always specifically just you and I. Like you can play with everybody, or I can play with everybody, but as soon as like we got into the same party, it wouldn't work, and it's like, what the fuck, dude.
This is why we can't be friends.
You know what bothers me though?
You know what grinds my gears?
What grinds my gears? When I get to Plymouth, because that's where I work. Just certain areas, my phone won't work, or it's like fucking 1 bar, and of course it's right where I work, and yeah, it gets worse throughout the day. Like when I first
all these fucking, I'm sorry to interrupt. I love how all these like cell services are like, we have 99% of the United States covered, and like, am I literally that 1 fucking %, dude?
Yeah, in this area. Like, what about the people that live in this area? You know, honestly. Like you're telling me they don't have fucking US Cellular or Sprint or what the fuck ever? You know, because like, back when I had, you know, my old phone back in the day, I would go to Chicago, nothing. I'm like, what? The people in Chicago don't have cell phones? I don't get what's going on here. But like when I get to work, like my first break, it's just enough where I can watch something, but I can't play any online games. And on my second break, no internet. I'm like, what the fuck? And then when I get off, then I have that 1 bar back, and then it gets stronger when I get home.
To be fair, Red, you literally do have a Galaxy S10.
It still happened when it was new. Whatever.
This is your fault.
They've been
Years
siphoning your internet for years.
They're trying to get you to get a new one. Honestly,
You are literally the only person with an old phone.
Never heard of that.
Fuck off.
A Galaxy S10.
Back in
I've
my
heard of
day, they had buttons on the phones that you could push to go back to the home screen.
Excuse
I love
me.
when I
for
have-
still.
I love when I have like full bars and shit doesn't work.
Yeah,
That's-
right.
That's my
Hey.
favorite.
I hate when mine says 5G and it goes
Like
the
fucking-
slowest. The
just-
moment it hits LTE, it's like, yep.
Like, nope, just kidding. This is clearly just a joke.
I need to
5G is
say this.
good.
I need to say this real quick. Fucking, since you brought this up, the second they transitioned away from it, I missed the hell out of having a button to press to go home.
Yeah.
I
Sometimes it doesn't pop up
love
or
having like the just the major buttons, you know,
Just the whole
Like,
one, bro.
like
Like a back
yeah,
button and then
touch
like,
buttons are cool,
just
but
a
like
home
back,
button.
but a back button and home button, those are so legit. I get why they take them away or whatever. It's just like, you know, they'll get stuck, they'll break. Buttons are easier to fucking, I don't know, man.
Bigger
but-
screen.
We're all old
I
enough
think that- I
to
think-
like have owned a flip phone at one point. I
Or a
miss
slide phone.
having like a flip phone, a slide. Dude, the
Slide
fucking
phone.
the sidekick
Sidekick.
from T-Mobile back in the
Yep.
day.
Yep,
If you had a
yep.
sidekick,
Hell yeah.
you were the bee's knees, the cat's meow,
Coolest.
That was my first own phone.
the zebra
I didn't have the
stripes.
share.
You were the shit because you were that cool dude. And then you can get the cool little the carrying case that go on your hip. You put it in there, and you're like, boom, and then you're like, oh, I got a text message. Whatcha? Bam. Didn't have a sidekick because, you know, haha, broke
I
white
didn't
dude. So I was always jealous. But flip phones,
Oh,
in
so
general,
you
I do miss
identify
them.
as white, huh?
Identify
You
that,
want-
right?
You know what's weird though? It's like my house too. It's a dead zone. If I walk like across the street, boom, data. But inside my house, nothing.
Have you
just
tried
in the middle
connecting to
of-
Wi-Fi? No, I'm just kidding.
No. Yeah, I'm working Wi-Fi, but I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
I like how like people don't make phone calls anymore because of that reason, or like use internet or other apps to communicate. Like I don't have any of your numbers, but I communicate with you all individually.
I
through
literally
Facebook.
never text.
You
unless
know-
it's like
Same.
Like it blows my mind. I was thinking about that. How like Blue, I'm like I don't have your phone number. Like if I
I
needed
never
to call
thought
you,
about that.
I
don't have
wouldn't.
your phone
I
number.
wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to.
What
I'm like
the
it's
fuck?
literally just Messenger, and like
That's so weird.
no,
Yeah.
seriously, if I get a phone call like at any time,
it's a scam.
literally-
And you're just like fuck it. I don't want to
literally-
care.
I think I'm the
literally-
only person that calls people by their phone number because I hate.
I call
talking
you
on,
because
like,
you won't pick
Messenger.
up fucking your fucking phone if it's
I hate
if it's through
Messenger.
Messenger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I'm like,
horse
nope.
shit.
you want to fucking switch to Instagram, Red? What's your deal with Messenger, bro?
Bro, even my
Primary
mom,
source.
she almost calls me exclusively on fucking Messenger now.
It's
That's
just fucking
wild.
convenient.
My
It's
dad,
choppy and
How
shit.
is
I
it
can't
more
hear you guys.
convenient than having
It's
a
that
phone
burp,
number?
burp, burp. Yeah, right. Exactly. That's what
Well,
it's for.
Brad, you have an S10, so you're not even allowed to. You're still living in the fucking Stone Age, my guy. Get out.
Yeah, that's improper, bro.
What really upset me with like technologies. I got a new phone. I got a iPhone 13 Pro Max
Nice.
because it was green and
Small
it was
penis.
available. So I was like, dope. Yeah, I gotta compensate. It's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just hooking up all this stuff because new phone. You gotta start logging in everything. And I go to my email and I'm like, all right, set up my email, log in. It literally told me to open the app on my phone while I was on my phone with the app open so I can log into my email.
Oh hell no.
I didn't know what to do. I'm like, well, I guess I don't have an email on my phone because it was said no. Enter this code into the app on your phone. I'm on the app on my phone. What do I do? So I just don't search my email anymore. I'm like, well, this app's done. On to another one. So that's what prompted this
On
conversation.
to another one.
Because there's 8 different apps to access your email. There's like the Gmail app. There's like the Mail app for iPhones. Like, Like, I'll figure it out, but it's a little inconvenient. And just how internet can, or excuse me, not internet, but technology in and of itself can be so stupid. Like, the simplest things. Like, Blue's talking about, like, I want to open an app or whatever on my computer and just use it. But no, there's an update that somehow slows it down, that confuses everything. They mess it all up. So what you used to use, nope, just kidding. If I update my PC at any point in time, I have to reset up all of my audio links because they're gone now. They just the update, just cancel them all. So.
Oh yeah, I agree with that, especially with the update fucking things up, because I play Magic Online, right? And whenever a new season starts, there's an update, but the update always fucks up my program, so then I have to delete it and then reinstall it, and then have to go through this process that it's trying to download everything, and then it loses connection, whatever, and I have to restart it, and then I can't play for like the first week because that's how long it takes for me to actually get through reinstalling it. And I hate it. I love the game. Yeah,
let's make it very clear. These are definitely first world problems, but goddamn it, they're problems for damn sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's obviously first world problems. Talking about technology, but it's just ridiculous how like you spend just however much money you can afford to spend on something. Like, you build your own computer, you're dropping $1,000 plus, you know, at the very least, for this brand new computer, and then like something simple goes wrong, or something doesn't work properly.
Especially living in this, you know, in like a first world, whatever, you're kind of expected to have some sort of connection. You know, like trying to apply to a job, or you know, trying to take care of anything like bills and stuff. A lot of the stuff is online, especially like job applications. A lot of places just stop carrying paper applications. You know, you can just be able to walk in and ask for an application. Now you have to like go online, go on their website, go through a whole process just to, you know, apply.
Call the company and be like, yo, I want to apply. They're like, okay, here's the website, here's a link, apply there, and we'll call you back when we get it. Like, all right, sounds great, I guess.
I mean, it's nice when you're connected, but you know, there's a lot of people that like don't have that. Like, you're trying to get a job, to get a phone or computer or whatever, and they, you know, thankfully there's stuff, you go to a library or, you know, coffee shop or someplace. But
I feel like the
people
primary
that don't have
source
that
is a phone. Like, everyone uses their phone for those types of situations, no matter what. Like,
see, but the thing is, do you guys prefer going to a job and be like, hey, can I get a paper application? Because I think this is way more convenient to have everything online.
Well, as an
I don't think
older
I've ever
fella,
actually done that except for when I was 15.
We'll walk in to get applications.
my mom made me do that when I was younger in high school. She's like, we're going to these places and you're walking in there to get a job. And I did it, and I didn't get a job.
I did it too, and I did not get a job.
I got the same answer.
Like
They're like, okay, we'll apply online, or like, here's an application, like whatever. And I was like, cool. And went about my day.
Hey, thank you, mister. All right, bye.
So, good time.
You know what? Here's a fun one. Here's a fucking fun one that you guys are all very familiar with by now. How about my fucking Streamlabs and my very, very, very obvious audio ticking problem? That shit pisses me off. I've re-downloaded the program. I've adjusted my audio settings. I've rerouted my audio from my PlayStation. But even if it's not from my PlayStation, it comes from my computer. And you can hear it if you go back and listen to Halo Reach. If you go back and listen to whatever, it doesn't matter. I have audio ticks. They'll happen like every 3 seconds. They'll just be like tick, tick, tick. As if something is cutting out. But any one that I'm recording is fine. But anything on my end, video game or me, lots and lots of ticks, and I don't fucking get it.
You just have like a giant grandfather clock behind you ticking and haven't noticed it.
Honestly, though, just don't even realize. This case behind you just tick, tick, tick,
I forgot I bought that.
I mean, for the fact that you've been going through this process for so long, and I even spent like time out of my day to like either share your screen to help you fix it, or come over and I think you even changed microphones and you changed headphones too. And we still couldn't solve that fucking problem. So yeah, no, technology in that way where you cannot have a simple solution for a huge problem
I would say, Blue, you've
Yeah.
tried to help me with my Streamlabs too, because like I deleted the audio link to my desktop, and no matter what we try, we can't put it back, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah, and you weren't the only one either, because I had my coworker. I had my coworker come in a fucking audio call, and we talked for 45 minutes. I mean, that might not be long to like, to some people when it comes to like technological troubleshooting, but that was a long time for me when I thought it would just be a simple like, oh man, it was just this all along, because I thought maybe, oh, he's been doing this for a little bit longer than me and Dylan, so this might be something more simple to him. Like, oh, maybe it's just a stupid fucking setting I have on. Maybe my audio bit rate is fucked. You know, like I don't know. I've fucked with it all. How about airline food, huh? How about that airline food?
The best part
How's
about
that technology?
How about planes?
I like
Death
having to
traps.
teach old people how to do things with technology.
No.
Just
that was
click
part of
on
my-
options.
That was part of my girlfriend's internship. Like, that was how she like got some like hours in and was able to fucking get into the job that she's in now at fucking Dell, bruh. Bruh, she made
What
it.
old people just like show people, okay, this is how you play, this is how you turn it on, this is how you make a fool.
I mean, Pretty
Like,
much, yeah.
my grandfather
she
had
did
a
it for school,
smartphone
but
for all of like a day and a half and couldn't figure out anything. He didn't understand why apps were updating or weren't there. It was just a straight clusterfuck. So
No, that's frustrating.
he made my cousin return it to get him a good old flip phone. It's
hey,
actually-
that's smart choice.
I need it from my grandma. She hates her phone, and it's like I don't think it's a touch screen. I think it like when it's like flipped down, it's still a flip phone, but when you flip it down, you can like still play on the screen. But if you flip it up, that's how you would like make a call to like dial. I don't know, it's really weird. But she needs something more simple because she keeps pressing the call button, but it's an interesting. It's going to like 911, and she has to like hang up right away. So.
Oh hell no.
Who's
So, yeah.
Siri and why is this bitch talking to me?
Yeah. So yeah. But I at my new job, I have to do that where I have to train old people. So that's a lot of fun because I don't have anything else to do in my job. So I just sit there all day like, yeah, this is how you like stay signed in on this app on the desktop, and how, because we have like a password keeper to prevent us from getting viruses like Orange.
Smart. Something I didn't do.
Because like when you have like a website like on this password keeper, it like tests the website, I guess. But yeah, so at my new job, that's what I've been doing most days. Has been showing people how to use Salesforce and like other things. And then I just go sit at my desk, and I've been playing GeoGuessr all week. I think I've put in a total of like 32 hours of GeoGuessr.
So does that mean you're good at it now, or what?
All Midwest.
I mean, I
All
was-
Midwest.
No.
How much were Midwest?
Shameless plug.
I did like the world and like important places.
How much were Midwest though?
Not any, actually. There was one place in Portugal that looked like it was the Midwest, and I told my coworker, I'm like, see, this looks like the Midwest. He's like, it does look like the Midwest. I was like, I know, but it's not.
I know, but it's not. Take it
So-
from me, professional GeoGuessr.
Yeah. So now me and my coworker, who is also new, just sit there and we play it together. So I mean, I think I'm pretty good at it, but
I just saw this video of this guy. it pops up and he's like, oh, it's this place, and he's right every single time. He's just clicking through, like he's going so fast, he's just like, I don't know if you can hear that, the clicking. He's just going through, yep, this place, South America. I'm like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those guys. They're BillyBonkers.com, dude.
I feel like they only make flip phones for older people, or when you want to torture your children. Like,
why can't they make cool flip phones, dude?
Well, that's that new flip phone. Right?
Okay, yeah, that's actually true. They make
the touch screens that you can fold.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind having that just to experience it. I don't know how I'd feel about it, but it looks super cool.
I agree. I considered switching just to do that, to get that phone.
The cool part about all like phones specifically is like you can essentially get one every year or two, however long, because you're just gonna be paying the bill no matter what, and you like lease out the phone nowadays because that's how they do that shit. But that's always fun.
Ugh, that's what I hate about technology is how much it costs. Like the new iPhone 14 is like $1,000, but it's like $43 a month. So, like,
lease it out, give it back, and pay for it for 2 years basically, and then pay it back. Yeah, but hey, it's purple. That's super cool.
Yeah, no, that's the only thing that I hate. I actually had to contact T-Mobile, which I love T-Mobile. Don't get me wrong, but they pissed me off because for 5 months I have had my old tablet, which is now in my nephew's possession, and my old watch that I sold, like, has been gone for 5 months. And they kept telling me, oh, we'll call you on the 15th, we'll call you on the 15th, because that's when your billing cycle is up. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then, like, I would come back to them on the 16th and be like, hey, I didn't receive a call, and I was at work, I forgot, can I please get these things off? And they're like, actually, you started paying for your billing cycle already, so we can't do it. I'm like, that's not how this works. But luckily this last Friday, that was one of the things that I did, was like, I'm not getting off of this chat until you take those things off of my account. My bill went from $233 to $110 by taking those two things off. So I'm like, oh my god. For 5 months, I've been overpaying on shit that I don't have. So.
And then did they give you like a credit or anything like that?
Yeah, they gave me a $75.
$75.
Overpaid $500. Here's a coupon for a free sandwich on your next visit.
Expired in 2010.
I don't know who you guys go through, but like T-Mobile has like the T-Mobile Tuesdays. So I mean,
where you get a
cool
sandwich?
And all.
So like,
you can literally get a sandwich, but yeah.
I had Verizon for the longest time, never had issues, whatever. Married, hopped on family plan for Sprint. Well, Sprint recently just got bought out by T-Mobile, and I'm just overly disappointed. Like, we're talking about like no signal and shit a little bit ago, and there's been instances where like I just have nothing. Like, it's just disconnected, no network, no communication. It was the other Sunday actually. I was hanging out with Blue, and on my way home, my wife called me like 8 times. No signal, nothing I could do about it. Just, well, it is what it is. Like, that's what I don't understand. How like signals can just fucking disappear. Like, isn't it just a continuous signal that goes about? Like, I don't understand how all that works.
No, I don't think they have roaming anymore. Like, I don't know if you guys are around that,
shit, but that's not like, how does it just fucking disappear? If it's like a signal that travels, so they just like, it stops, so like there's an intermittent little time frame.
But that's why like Spectrum, it's weird because like out in the middle of nowhere country.
Do you have mobile Spectrum?
Yeah, sorry. I do. Full fucking bars. But then when I'm like, there'll be weird pockets in cities, and then it's like, boom, nothing. And it's like, what the fuck? But if I'm in the middle of nowhere,
yeah, like how does a dead spot work per se? How can you find like a dead zone where you can just like go from one area to the next and have nothing to just you're rock solid? And I feel like I see towers and you're driving by. Shouldn't that be like the strongest zone? But
maybe like too many things in airwaves. I don't know. Like I'm talking like residential maybe.
No, like okay, so like prime examples. I've been to like football games and stuff. So like
Yeah.
you go to Lambeau Field, you're sitting in the field, you have just the worst signal. Not sitting in the field, but in the stadium, I should say. But you have the worst signal ever. Like you can't connect with anyone, you can't talk with anyone. Like it's just pointless because I don't know. Like I don't know. Is it just like the mass cluster of people, or
maybe the building
concrete.
itself?
Yeah,
It's the concrete. Maybe they have things up that's blocking signals.
Yeah. If you go sit in like a concrete room, you'll never get a signal.
Why can't?
Because the waves don't go through it.
Why is it waves can't go through concrete?
I guess.
Is concrete invincible? Is that like the ultimate material now? I don't understand.
It's bedrock.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
It's so interesting.
I've never really ran into that issue, but I was thinking of switching to Mint Mobile only because of Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
What is Mint Mobile?
It's Ryan Reynolds. It's just Ryan Reynolds. You don't need to know anything else. It's literally just Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Sold.
He bought I don't know, he wanted to make a new company, and so he just started doing Mint Mobile. It has to deal with like the Mint money stuff.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
So yeah, so I don't know.
Why'd you laugh? That wasn't a joke.
Indeed.
I think he started like just a cheap fucking cellular company just for shit. It's like Boost, but not
Boost.
So
He also has really good gin. I gotta try it over the weekend.
Yeah, but fucking Renzo, you were talking about you were going through Spectrum and everything for your phone. When I was getting my internet all hooked up here, I was on the phone with her with the phone lady or whatever the shit, and she was just like, "Oh, out of curiosity, what do you pay for your phone bill?" I was like, "Too fucking much, dude." And she was like, and then I told her, and she was just like, "Really?" I was like, "We can drop that down like half." I'm just like, "Shit, baby, let me pay off this phone and then trust. I'll come to you, bud. I promise."
Trust.
Dude, I love it. I'm not trying to promote, but like $45 a month for unlimited.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And fucking speaking of Spectrum, I've had the worst week with fucking internet that I've ever had in my fucking life. Like I've been trying to get my Wi-Fi. I got a new router. No, because I brought my router and my modem from my old apartment to my new apartment, and I called Spectrum. I was like, "Hey, I'm moving. Just so you know, just so you like bill this address, not the other one." And I think me and Green were moving my shit, and we went upstairs, and then we went back downstairs. Like what, 5 minutes later? Not even. And there was just a box there, and I was just like, "Okay, cool." So it was like a brand new fucking not a modem, a router. So I was like, okay. So I called him up, got it all set up and everything. It was working fine. And then I left, came back, and it just stopped fucking working. And so I called them. I was like, "What's up?" Blah blah blah. And then dude, like, the motherfucker pulled this trick. "Did you try unplugging it and plugging it back in?" I was like, "Listen, motherfucker. Yes, I have tried that." So he was just like, "Well, you might have a faulty router." So I went to Spectrum, the store, dropped the old one off, got a brand new one. Finally fucking works. Wi-Fi doesn't hit the office where I wanted to, so I had to go get a fucking mesh router. It's a whole ass process. Technology is kind of stupid. And I think Green, you mentioned this when we were at work together. It's fun fucking with technology because when you actually get things to work, you're like, "I'm a fucking genius. I can fucking do anything technology related because I'm so fucking smart." But yeah, but now I finally
it's funny that you mentioned that though, because one of the first things that my girlfriend got taught when she was going to school for IT was that she's gonna have to ask a lot of people. She's gonna have to learn to ask a lot of people if they have tried turning it off and on again, because that solves like a big percentage of people's problems, because they haven't tried that, and that actually and sometimes like certain things just need a hard reset.
True, and if you're not a fucking boomer, I'm pretty sure you know that is like probably the first step you do, in which is it was literally the first step.
But they're trained to ask. I know it sounds dumb, but they're trained to ask because it's a problem that they encounter every day. Because instead of replacing a router or sending a tech out or something like that, you could turn it off and back on, and you're like, oh, it's working. My bad. And then you're like, okay, well. And also, my internet's with AT&T. They encountered a problem at my apartment where I live with the missus, and apparently it is the first of its kind. My girlfriend was speaking to like managers. Because she's the account holder for the internet. I'm the account holder for the phones. But she was speaking to managers. They were all saying like, we've never seen anything like this before. We were paying for 2 accounts. We noticed that our internet bill was really high. We were paying for both of our apartments. Both of our addresses. Yeah, so we were paying for 2 routers basically. So instead of so we were paying for fiber internet and basic internet. And this was going on for a couple months, and we were just like, what the fuck's going on? Like, why is our internet bill so high? So we finally called, and it kept going on. And to end that, just to wrap that story up, they still haven't. Well, I mean, they finally solved it because they couldn't get our old address off our account. Like, you think it would just be easy, just delete it, right? You know, it sounds kind of easy, but they just couldn't do it for some reason. There's just like there was a glitch in the system that they couldn't figure out. Like, we were truly just the first of our kind. And for the past like half year, we have not been paying for internet.
Because did you get some credit and stuff?
Yeah, we have not been paying for internet at all. They were just like, this is like a huge, because not only did we overpay for basically like another 2 months ahead of what our internet bill should have been anyway. So, but then they covered for like another 2 months after that. So it was just like, but it's fucking crazy. So I haven't been paying for my internet bill because of a huge technical glitch.
Using too many gigabytes.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
It's funny, when I was dealing with the whole Spectrum shit or whatever, I had a balance of like $78 or something. And after I got like everything set up and everything was good or whatever, I checked my account or whatever to see all the devices attached to my router and all that stuff. And I didn't pay anything. I don't have my bill's clean. I was like, cool. Fuck yeah. Respect.
Hell yeah, bro.
I always make like calls coming back just to like say I want to cancel, so they throw in some stuff. That's how I keep getting my internet upgraded without having, and then like put a discount on it. So every year I get faster internet. Yeah, I get faster internet and pay less.
Cool. Call Spectrum and be like, damn, I'm gonna cancel my phone bill. You're like, no. Wait, we'll give you a brand new phone for free.
yeah, do that.
No, they offered the
and make sure it's always charged.
But I said not yet.
Why? What is
because I'm saving my money for a car. Tell me, I almost went and bought a new phone like 2 weeks ago, but I'm waiting.
He's like, I was at the whip.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll give you that one. That's kind of responsible.
I was in the car lot this past week.
Responsible. Meanwhile, I just spent $2,000 on Legos, and Kate doesn't know about it yet.
Oh my!
I'm just kidding. She came out of the bathroom. I was hoping she would hear, but I don't think she did.
I spent so much money on Legos, though, asking us for food.
Yeah.
I want a pizza. I think the best part about technology too is how you can finesse a system. Like if you're smart enough, and you always see like those movies and crime, whatever, people like
Ocean's 11.
Yeah, or whatever, embezzling money or like fucking rigging the system to where there was one movie or something where they like how their system did accounting, like they'd always round off the penny, so instead of rounding off the penny or whatever, they sent it to a different account, and I think it was actually Office Space, and where they just routed the money to an account, and it turned out to be fucking just millions of dollars, and you're like, oh shit. So, I mean, technology can work in and for your favor. My biggest gripe with technology is I had a similar issue where like I have AT&T cable because you know I gotta have cable in my life, and my box in the living room doesn't work. I don't know why, and it's now the second box that I've been in. And I just refuse to call them and every time I do call them, it's just people that I cannot understand. I don't know how to help, and they're always like, did you go online to try to fix it? I'm like, how the fuck is me going online going to fix this problem? And then I gotta have a tech come out, and the tech's gotta come through my house, and then I gotta make fucking small talk with the tech because it's just awkward as I'm sitting there, and they're just like, wow, yeah,
this guy's an asshole. What a horrible host.
And my dogs are fucking barking because there's a guest in the house, and all they want is fucking pets and loves. So that's just going on. And fucking children running around like, who's this person? Why are they here? And the tech's like, wow, this is weird. This has never happened in your cable box. Here's a new one. 3 weeks later, same problem arises again. Ugh. First world problems indeed. That's it. That's what grinds.
Holy, holy, that's a whole lot of smoke you just poured out of your gun there. I don't fucking know. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Cuhlor TV.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to our podcast via technology on a technological website. Make sure you use the same technology to like, subscribe, hit that bell button.
Oh
shit! Rate us.
It's
Check
a
out
piece
all
of
our
cake
other
to
stuff.
make a pretty cake and whatnot.